What's going on, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear, and today we're going to be taking a look at this cool piece of kit. This is the Lynch Northwest Prybar. Very cool. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, everybody. Oh man, this thing. First things first, this thing was sent to me by my really good friend, LeftyEDC. He sent this to me as a gift. We have, you've heard this story a million times, and you'll continue to hear it, that me, LeftyEDC, and Jake from Bearded Gear have a group chat on Instagram, and we talk all the time, daily. So we have become really, really good friends. It's really nice to have people to just talk about gear with all day long, joke around. It's just so much fun. Well, he sent me this a few weeks back, and it was a gift, and I was dumbfounded because these things are really, really cool, and they're not cheap. I mean, this thing is a premium American-made product, and so I was just dumbfounded. And since he sent it to me, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give this a shot, because what I have done in the past is I have an EDC/get-home bag that I carry all the time for EDC stuff, but it also has stuff that, is just for emergency situations if I have to ditch the car and go somewhere. So I carry in that kit a titanium pry bar. Now, that titanium pry bar doesn't have any kind of a pocket clip. It's just a straight titanium piece with a little groove on it. I wish I could find it, but I think I gave it to my son when I got this, and yeah, I can't find it. So anyways, but I kept that in my bag. And so I noticed that, yes, I did need a pry bar. And then, but I would almost always use it whenever I had my bag closed. But then other times, whenever I needed something like this that I didn't want to use my knife for, it was always in my bag. And so if I wasn't close to my bag, or if I needed it just right away, I would have to find something else to use instead of getting in my bag. This changed my EDC. And the reason it did is because this has a pocket clip. This thing has changed my EDC in the way, because I now carry this. I have a particular place that I keep things on my person, and it is always evolving. But now this rides in my left pocket, and I cannot tell you how many or how much I use this thing now, because I have it with me all the time. It's kind of one of those things like the flashlights I've talked about. When I started carrying a flashlight, it was amazing on how much I used it. And it was the same with this. So we'll go over kind of what I use this for now. But first, let's look at this packaging. This packaging is absolutely awesome that you get from Lynch. Look at that logo. That's freaking sweet. You get that, and then of course when you open up the box, padded box, you get a really cool sticker here. You get this really cool sticker, which I'm so digging. I just love the way that looks. You get this card. This one was made February 2020. It is the V1.5 All Access Pass. And then it tells you what it is made of, the 6AL 4V titanium. And then it has the FAD Anno stonewash. And what that means is you have this beautiful anodization. See how well, I don't know if it's going to come over on camera really cool, but inside the engraving here for the logo is anodized, and then of course this whole thing is stonewashed. It is a very beautiful presentation, very beautiful look to this thing, and of course, as knife guys, we appreciate these extra details. It also comes with a tool. I mean, even the tool to take the pocket clip off if you need to. So as far as packaging and customer basically appreciation for what you're getting, it's second to none. So they did an excellent job there. I really, really appreciate that. And then, of course, LeftyEDC. Oh, I cannot believe he sent this thing along, but I'm so glad he did. The thing is about a pocket pry bar. A lot of people are like, hey, how do you really, how often do you really use it? Now, I'm not going to go ahead and say that, that this is something that now I can't go without. I probably could. But this thing is so lightweight and compact that I do carry it, and I use it for all sorts of stuff. I mean, for the most part, this is what I use it for. Okay, so opening a paint can. Do I open a paint can every day? Nope. But opening things like that, opening other little kind of hard to open containers and whatnot. This thing works amazingly. I use it all the time for pulling staples, not just staples and paper, but yeah, I mean, I work at a desk most of the time. Things come in, I got to take the staples out. This works amazingly to get in there and get the staples out, but also some heavier packaging with the heavier staples that those little pincher things just never work on. This thing works amazing to get those staples out. I use it to scrape whenever I need to scrape something that I don't want to use my knife for, obviously. And then, of course, it has a bottle opener. And yeah, you have a beer, you need a bottle opener, and now I have one on my person all the time. So it's just an amazing tool to have that. Yes, you may not need it every minute of every day, but it has changed my EDC enough to where I do carry this all the time. It lives in my left front pocket, and I don't even know it's there, because this thing is so light. It's full titanium. So, I mean, well, let's just see. Let's just see how much this thing weighs like right now. So this one weighs 1 ounce, basically. 1.05 ounces, 1.1 ounces. I don't notice it at all in my pocket. Now, they do make an even smaller version of this that weighs less than 1 ounce. So, I mean, if you are kind of, weight conscious, size conscious, there's really that big of a difference. But anyways, you definitely can get that. The overall length, let's go to the pocket clip to this. We're looking at about a little over 4 inches there. It is about 800 thousandths wide, about 0.875 at the widest point, and then the thickness is about 154 thousandths. So very, very slim, very, very small, and lightweight. And of course, you have the Lynch pocket clip, which deep carry pocket clip. You put this in your pocket, it sits extra deep carry, so you don't really even know what you have in your pocket. It just carries amazingly. It's so well built. I mean, let's look at the details. We have chamfering all the way around this guy. It is a little bit of jimping here to kind of, if you when you're using the bottle opener to help with the leverage there. So, I mean, it's really well thought out, and a tool that now I keep on my person all the time. I'm actually changing some of the things in my EDC. I've got something else coming because I like to carry so much stuff, and people are going to be like, you can't carry that stuff on a daily. I do, but I'm going to try to keep evolving in better ways to carry things, and we will go over that in a later video. But as far as Prybars are concerned, this is the absolute best Prybar that I have handled and seen that I want to carry. The only thing that I think might beat this out is the Vero Engineering Fulcrum. Now, the Fulcrum is its own thing. I know they're competitors. I'm kind of putting them in the same video, but the Fulcrum does have a bit driver attached to it as well as a Prybar. Does not have a bottle opener. So I may get one of those and kind of see which one I prefer. But that is the only one that I can see that I might prefer over this guy, because this thing works so well. It was very thought out. And very well built, and I just am so very grateful to have this with me every day, and I can't thank LeftyEDC enough for sending this to me and as a gift. I mean, the guy is just one big freaking awesome dude. Now, just kind of give you an idea of a size, I just want to kind of put this, there it is against a Sharpie. So very, very small, very, very compact in your pocket. I kind of saw this to the side. I was like, hey, I was supposed to do that. So anyways, guys, very quick, very basic overview of this wonderful tool. And I kind of looked right before I did this, and you can't get them. I think they're out of stock. So that's the kind of the bad part is they're limited runs, I think, or at least they can't keep up with production because everybody wants one. So that may be an issue. I do see these come up on the secondary quite often though, and they're about $90 on the when you buy these from Lynch. And then I guess because they're hard to find, the ones that I've seen on the secondary market are like $115. So, it's one of those things where if you want one and it's not available, supply and demand. Sometimes the price goes up a little bit, but it is a very, very well-made tool that is so lightweight and useful that I do think it's worth it 100%, especially with, this awesome ammo. It just looks beautiful. It's pocket jewelry as well. So, guys, thanks a lot for stopping by and checking this out with me. Go check out LeftyEDC. Tell him thank you from me that he allowed me to, or he sent this to me as a gift, because I just, I love the guy, and I cannot believe that he sent this to me as a gift. I just love it. And so, yeah, definitely go check him out. Let him know how much we are grateful for him, and stay safe in this crazy world that we are living in, and we will see you in the next one.